Who's your gardener here? Hello YouTube. The old Who's Your Gardener's had a rough road to hoe this year. Hadn't been able to make too many videos. The last one I posted was on my new U-shaped garden bed. Actually, the weekend that I finished that, actually the Monday after I finished it, on that weekend, I woke up Monday morning, went to work, come home. By Tuesday evening I was in the emergency room getting my appendix removed. It had died and ruptured, and I spent 6 days in the hospital. So, and I'm still recouping. They say I've got about another 4 to 6 weeks to recover. But I did finish the planting out the box. It is a little late, but they're going to be all right. Everything I've got in here will make it to the end. I kind of give you guys an idea of what I was going to do, but here it is. So what I have here on the outside is carrots. Vining up the trellis are my tomato plants. Now some people are looking at those going, them some pretty skimpy looking tomato plants there, Who's Your Gardener? Yeah, I prune my tomato plants. I try to keep just 1 or 2, maybe 3 stems down in here. Reduces disease and rot. You keep all your leaves up off the ground as much as possible. Like these guys here, when they get a little bit taller, I'll come in and trim these lower leaves. Get over here where I can see you. I'll trim these lower leaves off when the shoot puts up more vine, if you will. I have grown some of these tomato plants before, and I have reached lengths up to 14 foot in height, and usually I used to grow them in my tomato wires, my tomato cages. I would tie them up as high as I could reach, and then I would let them vine all the way back down to the ground. The trellis on this end is probably, oh, I don't know, 8 foot maybe. I can reach the top of it when I'm inside. It's just cattle panels. Why'd you make such a big structure? It's stuff I had, you know. Our preacher man gave me these fence pieces. I had a whole mess of those. So instead of them just sitting around, I tried to use what I had, and it worked out quite well. And then I just went and, you know, got some cattle panels, and I wired them at the top, and all I did was nailed them at the bottom down here. Show you one right here. There's one. Okay, and they're solid. They're secure. They're not going anywhere. What I want you to see though is, by pruning your tomato plants, look at all the blooms you get off of them. I'm going to have a massive tomato harvest once they all get to going like they're supposed to. Every day or two I come out and I pull these suckers off. You can see every time they grow a little more, they want to send a sucker out. All that dude's doing is robbing energy. I'm growing tomatoes. I'm not growing leaves. So the more that you come out and prune them, keep them cleaned up, keep them up off of the ground surface, the better off you're going to be. I've already got some tomatoes coming on down here, but all of these are blooms, just loaded. So there's one there I missed. Right there, we'll get that sucker out of there. Got Romas in here. I think all of these over here are Roma tomatoes. All of these on the front side of the U-box are Amish paste tomatoes. And these over here I've never grown. I think they're called, I may be saying this wrong, alpaca or alpaca. I don't know how if I'm saying it right. They're supposed to be a good paste type tomato also. So we'll see. I like to try new varieties every once in a while. Just thought I'd give you a little update. When these come along a little more, I'll show you how they look. See if we can get them up. I don't know. Let's see if we can get them up to the top, right? So another row of carrots that goes all the way around the U-shaped box. On the insides, it's hard to see, but in between some of the tomatoes, I've harvested some of them. I've got radishes in between each tomato plant. I've got radishes, and then, like I said, carrots on the outside. I did have radishes on the outside till the carrots came up, and I've harvested all of them but this one, and I'll probably pull him sometime in the next day or two. But U-shaped beds come along real nice. I got a late start, horrible spring. It was so wet up in Indiana. You folks that have been out here in Indiana, you know what I'm talking about. It was just horrible to try to get a garden in. The big bed's doing well. I've already harvested some stuff out of it. These are all my pepper plants. They're looking good, doing good. Saw something in there. Oh, there's one down in here. Starting to turn on us. This last year, my baby sister went to Italy, and she smuggled me some seeds back in, bless her heart. These are pepper plants that I saved seed from Italy. She bought some peppers in a marketplace, and I dried the peppers and the seeds, and I grew them. Now, they are hot peppers, but they are the tallest peppers in this bed. So, pie pans. Beets look rough. I was in the hospital when I should have thinned them. The problem I had was rabbits getting in here. Believe it or not, this box is at least 36 inches on one side, and I don't know, the other side, I forget. It's 10, 20, 30, probably 40 inches on the other side. But them critters jumped up in this and was munching on my beets. So I put these pie pans up on these little strings, kind of hopefully deter them from getting in. I have harvested some of these beets and have already made sugar beets, pickled beets. Got some lettuce. It's like a romaine type lettuce. We love it. It's delicious. More beets. And I just planted these about a week ago. Yeah, not a week ago, maybe 2 or 3 days ago. These are Daikon radishes. We'll see if we can get them to maturity. Planted all the peppers where I'm sitting at right now. We are facing west, so all of my other garden plants in here can get the sun as it comes up in the east. The pepper plants are taller. Put them in behind so they can get some sun, and then they get their sun as the sun goes down in the west. So the other garden, not looking too good. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wasn't able to get any cardboard down, any straw down. I had some spaghetti squash. I'll get it out here in a minute. And I think the cucumber beetles have gotten onto it and has killed part of it. The zucchini has done well. I come out and trimmed it up. I pruned it about a week ago. I need to come out and do it again. I've got some watermelons growing. That's a moon and star speckled. I don't know if it's going to make it to the end. Like I said, I just was down. Got some okra growing over here. This one's a first for me right here. This is ground cherries, and I've never grown them. They put you in the mind of a tomatillo, except they're smaller, about the size of a grape, maybe even smaller than a grape sometimes. You know they're done when they fall off onto the ground. They're completely ripe, and to me they taste like a. Yeah, there's one there. Let me see if I can get down there without hurting myself. I'm still on the recoup. My abdomen really hurts sometimes. Right here he is. But inside he's going to have a little, see if I can open this up real quick. Now this one here is, usually you want them kind of a golden yellow color. This one here is a little bit green yet. But they taste like, to me, they taste like a mixture between pineapple and strawberry, to me. I've got two other tomato plants here, just simply wouldn't fit in that U-shaped box. By the way, the U-shaped box has 14 watermelons, 14 tomato plants in it. And I had these two here left over, and I put them in the big garden. Pruned them up once again, just like I always do. Come in here and get some suckers off of them. See, that they'll grow up to look like they'll make another vine is what they'll do. But it's just eating all the nutrients away from it we don't need. So you just pluck them out of there. You'll get more tomatoes. You'll get a bigger harvest if you do that, honestly. First time I saw that, I thought them people are insane. Butchered their tomato plants. And so I took one year and did one, and I got more tomatoes off of that one plant than I did a lot of my other harvest or my other plants. These are pineapple tomatoes is what they're called. It's kind of a yellow and red tomato. When you plant the ground cherries, you have to have two. They kind of need each other to pollinate. So more okra. Hadn't been out here in a minute. It's looking. I've had Japanese beetles bad this year. I did make up my bug spray, and I did spray them down. I got a lot of blooms though. These are going to start shooting up okra in no time. This one here is just a little cherry type tomato. This one here is. It's a little golden, yellow golden one, and they are awesome little eating tomatoes. My oldest daughter loves them. Got two more types of watermelon down here. If memory serves me right, I believe this one over here has got bigger leaves as the Carolina Cross, and I think this other one is Congos. If it serves me right, if memory serves me right. My potatoes need to come out of the ground. I basically have to just wait till somebody can help me, though. I can't do it. So I wasn't able to get in and cover them up like I needed to. You can see some of them is poking out there. I need to get them out. They'll go green on you if you let them get exposed to sunlight. So, but the old Hoosier Gardener's still plugging away. Thank the Lord I made it. They said a couple more hours would have passed. They wouldn't have been able to save me. I had no idea what it was. It just hit me all of a sudden. You know, it's different when they catch it, you know, before it ruptures. When it ruptures, it's not a good situation. They pumped a lot of antibiotics in me. But thank the Lord we got people that knows what they're doing, like them doctors and nurses and whatnot took care of us. Got a little cilantro down here on the ends. I always plant me a little cilantro. Like to eat that with my tacos. So, well, just a little garden update for you on the old U-shaped box. Turned out well. I'm happy with it. Next year I might put vining beans up there, you know, some pole beans. But who's your gardener here? Lord bless. Have a good day.